Reggie's Corner Variety Gaming.
Alright, welcome back to this Let's Play of Tale of Enki Pilgrimage and part 14, and in this part we will begin with exploring this here village, and then we'll probably turn in a somewhat grisly quest that we ended in the last part. So if you want to see how all of that goes, stick around. So, we have some exploring to do in this village, but I think if we find one of those speed ogre thingies, we'll go back to Gargan's home village and turn in this quest, Rugmud's Future. Quest progress, spoken to Rishar, beheaded Rugmud, and that Rugmud was the father of Rugmud. That little brat Rugmud wants to be just like his father, a good-for-nothing bandit. My parents may think I'm lazy, but at least I'm not a scumbag. I'll scare some sense into Rugmud if I find his father out in the world. And we did, and then we killed him. Yes, we killed him. Anyway, first we'll snag some tasty carrots. They're always good for a quick health boost, so why not? Okay, nothing hidden in there, but we got 12 coupons, and it's probably not, yeah. And who might you be? Farden! I must make Yultan my mate. She would bear strong children for me. We don't have time for romance. We don't live as long as Ogre do. Farden. Exactly. We have 60 years if we're lucky, and reach manhood at 14. I'm already 20 and I don't have a wife. I'm getting too old for that. I was about to say I'm getting too old for this shit, but he's getting too old for single life. I wish I'd stayed quiet. How long do most Ogre live, if you don't mind me asking? On average, it's about 200 years. How long for Enkians? About half that. Around 100 years. Valp are pretty much the same as ogres in that regard. Rock loops live for about 250 years if I'm not mistaken. It's amusing that I'm the oldest here, but probably have the longest still to live. Ooh, amusing? A poor choice of words. I'm sorry. There's no point talking to you again. You just keep talking about lifespans. He has a point. And we're already taking his carrots, so he earns the respect. Potion of stamina? Whoa, really? Like one of the good ones? Or just a small one? Okay, well, it's still okay, seeing as we paid absolutely nothing for it. Grub gag. I raise wolves. Good to know. I sell my most prized wolves to Gamar. Ogres come from far and wide to gamble with him, and he often gives away riding wolves as prizes. Okay, yeah, well, why not? History of Enki, Gulduhn, Kathrul. The village of Gulduhn, that's where we are right now, was officially founded in 4E 1859? Something like that. It's little more than a collection of small houses that has never expanded. There are a few more through the woods to the north and south, but they're not officially within the village parameters. Before the village existed, there were camps of ogres, nature magicians, rangers, and druids that resided here to keep watch over the Tree of Wisdom. The Tree of Wisdom is the oldest and largest tree in Kathrul. It's regarded as a sacred site, but it doesn't possess many known magical properties. The ogres of Gulduhn aren't overly welcoming unless the outsiders are just passing through or pledged to stay and protect the tree. Those who show cowardice or unwillingness to help around the village are often driven away within a few months. Laricus Fradius. Oh dear, oh dear. What's the matter? Is there something we can do? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. Are you tough? The toughest? I am Laricus Fradius, and my sister Marietta Fradius has been kidnapped by bandits from the east. If you can make sure she gets out alive, I'll happily reward you for it. You can't go yourself? She's your family. I'm no match for those ogre bandits. They'd spear me from a distance if I even tried to approach. Never fear. We'll see what we can do. Right? Right. They went eastwards, so I'm guessing we now have a new mission. We spoke to Laricus Fradius, who told us his sister was kidnapped by bandits. Laricus Fradius' sister seems to have been kidnapped. He seems cowardly, but luckily we're here to save her. It shouldn't be too much trouble, I'm sure. Kagu. Well, we are the heroes, so that's what we do. This is an inn. Just one guy. Kai. My plan is to become a master storm magician. What element does that come under? Never you mind. Or, well, we were nosy, but he was rude. Yolda, welcome my dears. Would you like a room? What a strange party. How did you end up traveling together? Rook wanted me arrested, and I wanted to prove that I could do some good in the world. For what it's worth, I trust you now. Whatever. Alright. Oh, there are some wolves. That's cool. Don't mind if I do. Red potion. Yeah. That wasn't bad. Red potions, we're always up for that. Dugmeg. I'm a courier. I run all over the land delivering mail. Okay. Now we know. Little boring. Intriguing. Somebody left such a rarity out in the open. Green potion. There we go. Oh hell yes. Yeah, well, at least now he can't find us with it because we've already, drunk it. Gudgar. They call me a layabout and a vagabond, but it's not true. I'm smart. I work very hard for a week and make sure I can afford to stockpile food. Then I spend the next week or two relaxing by the river. There was a time when that would be my model, be my ideal lifestyle. I'm glad it's a different time now. Well, not so sure Gargan agrees, but he's making progress. Oh, here's a shop. Yida! Hello, handsome! You have such beautiful scars. Very manly. I know. There we go. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff. We actually have 1800 coupons again? Heals a single target for a medium amount of hit. Oh, yeah, we need this. That's the healing I've been looking for. Level 4 Malevolence. 1000? I'll take it. Okay, that's it for now. We'll have to come back and purchase more in the future. But this is nice. Okay, who, if any, can use this? Maybe it's time to move him into the party, so to speak. Kago, you're in. He's super weak though. We'll see what happens. Tales of Yultan Brutalscar, Volume 4. Yultan and Red Eye wandered down the forest paths, as lost as they were 3 hours before. The moonlight was the only thing giving them any light. Yultan laughed at the predicament. He can slaughter a horde of enemies within a few minutes, but he's been bested by a forest. Red Eye's nose perked up. He finally smelled something beyond the pine forest of northern Kathrul. Yultan told Redhead to go towards the smell, and he obeyed, standing further along the pathway as a woman in violet robes. Her hair was long and wait, that wasn't hair. Yultan called out to her, "What are you?" The woman turned, and Yultan saw illuminated in the moonlight a pale face with barely any features outside of her eyes and a mouth. Protruding from the top of her head, running down her back, was a large tendril. She smiled at Yultan, then promptly ran. Yultan gave chase, uncertain as to whether or not it was a good idea. She was remarkably fast, to the point where it looked like she was gliding on ice, perhaps magic. Yultan had seen it before. The last they reached a cliff edge, and Yultan warned her not to jump. With another small smile, the woman dove straight into the icy cold water. Yultan looked over the edge and watched below as the woman floated just beneath the surface. Maybe she thought he couldn't see her? He sat and waited. She had to run out of breath eventually. The next morning arrived, and Yultan hadn't stopped staring at the water. Clearer during the day. It was obvious she was alive under there. She swam from side to side, and it was a very pointed movement. What sorcery was this? It wasn't a typical spell, and the ritual would surely have worn off by now. Yultan turned to leave, and as he did so, he heard a voice from below. She yelled, "Are you bored now? I can outlast you." Yultan laughed, turned around, and sat down once again. According to him, he waited there for 3 weeks before leaving, with the woman remaining submerged the entire time. Okay, so what the hell was she then? A study of dragons. Dragons. Where to begin? From what I've researched in my years of study, it seems as though they aren't creatures originally native to Enki. They first arrived from another plane called Gragovis. What brought them to Enki? It's hard to say. It could be banishment, like with my own kin, or it could be voluntary. Dragons are generally very intelligent creatures, but their personalities tend to keep them isolated and out of the way. Thank Jalgus for that, because an angry dragon is very destructive. The dragons come in 5 main colors, with a few exceptions: green, orange, blue, gold, and red. These colors correspond to the 5 core elements of nature: fire, ice, radiant, and gore. Dragons possess innate magic from the elemental type and don't typically require crystals to cast magic. Dragons can live for upwards of 1,000 years. On my travels, I was only able to meet 1 dragon, Red if you're curious, that old, but he confirmed that there are few others that old living on Enki, and some even older. It begs the question of dragons being alive from the 3rd era. Is it possible they could live for over 2,000 years? If Enkians can, in rare circumstances, reach 200 years old, then I don't see why not. Ardelos Thalant. I sense a lot of magic from this group. That's Kagu. No, my friend, there's something about you too. You're a user of nature magic, are you not? From time to time, I suppose. I'm more of a soldier. I'm a nature magician. I don't hesitate to say that I have quite a lot of skill. I would like the chance to do some basic resistance enchantments. Would you be willing to invest? What sort of resistances? I can do any of the elements. I'll sell you some steel armor infused with an element for 500 coupons per set. We'll get back to you with that. Yeah, so that's a good thing to remember. He has some sweet deals going. 200 coupons. It's a sack of coupons hidden in the water. Mine now. Okay, now we'll come back. We might want more than one anyway. Hello. Hey there, boy. Your stripes are as nice as my scars. They're very striking. Arf, arf. Hello. Gamer! Come on, come all. Come one, come all. Step right up and gamble for amazing prizes. This doesn't strike me as a fairground. This just looks like your house. Very astute. I don't always expect visitors, particularly when I'm in the middle of dinner. What do you do? I'm a games man, and if you pay me, we'll play a prize or money making game. I have a low stakes game, a medium stakes game, and a high stakes game. In the low stakes game, I hold 2 cards, and if you draw the red card, then you win and get a small prize. If you draw the black card, I win and you don't get a prize. What about medium stakes? It's the same, except I hold 3 cards. If you draw the red card, you win. If you draw either of the 2 black cards, I win. High stakes? Same again, except I hold 4 cards. You got that right. Talk to me again if you want to play. Yeah, let's. Oh, so we don't even get to pick? Yeah, that kind of sucks. No. Too much gamble there. You're a wolf rider? Rangik. That's a stupid term. I tame and ride wolves, but we're hardly an elite breed. I bet even you could ride one if it's one I've tamed. Grubgag breeds them and raises them when they're young. Then I take them after. Gamer offers them as prizes on occasion. They're usually in his higher stakes games. Okay, so was that like a hint? Maybe. Maybe. Welcome to the village of Gulduhn. Is this Travel Master? Howdy, Gargan! Where would you like me to take you? Keep in mind that I tend to stay mainly in Ogre settlements. Home sweet home. Now I only need to find... Was it this house, maybe? Yeah, it is. Rishar! Gargan! Is that what I think it is? Yes, your husband's head. I think I'm going to be sick. Okay. Gargan. Hey you, take a look at this. Daddy? This is what happens to bandits. Get your head screwed on or I'll chop it off like it did his. Ah, mother! Wah! Is that why you've been carrying around a head? Yes. Gargan, that's sick. He's just a kid. He needed taught a lesson. Was it your lesson to teach? The man may have deserved it, but this kid will be beyond scarred. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Fine. I'll not do it again. Obviously not. He's dead. You're better than this. Know when something is your problem and when it isn't. You're right. Sorry. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the child. And we got the achievement Rugmud's future. I'll wait a few weeks until it calms down. I'll never be abandoned! Hey, it worked! We'll see. Gargul isn't as bad as you make him out to be. He's still there and tried hard to teach you plenty. Didn't do a great job, did he? You're out there surviving on your own, aren't you? Yeah, fair point. Yeah, that was brutal. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that quest is gone. So we can now... We are going back to Gulduhn. And we're off. East Gulduhn Woods, a new area. That looks like ogres. Okay. First try with this new axe, and we got the blue gloves. Okay, that was good. Very good. Not enough. Okay, can we use this twice then? Yeah, we can. That packs quite a punch. And as per usual, I will show off the first encounter with any new enemy type, and then I'll edit it out. Oh, they look really buff. Anyway. Oh, so that only requires 1 point? That's nice. But that takes 2, yeah. 16, not bad. Okay, these guys can take a beating. Not enough. Okay, let's try, because we haven't done this before. How much did that give though? Can't see that. Oh, fully healed. Okay, that's not bad. We'll do a drain. $106 coupons for that. Okay, it's good to have some healing, that's for sure. We should probably buff him a little bit, because he's weak as... yeah, he's weak. What are these? Oh, they are kiwi bugs. A new type, I think. Ouch. At least he can heal himself, so that's good. Hooray! Okay. Nothing more to see here. Oh, we got treasures. But first, we have Deader and Ogre Magician Nature. And we know that we don't like those. So we'll blind you and you and you and stab you. And a crit? Very nice. You know, why not? And we neutralized the magician, or the frog, who used to be a magician. And frog number 2 is dead. Hooray for that. Drain is really good. And so is health. We just need to buff Cargo's health and maybe buy him a better weapon as well. Okay. Anything in these here shrubs here? Who's this? Oh, these are Ogre Rangers. Alright. We'll blind you and then stab you where it hurts. Almost up to 1,000 again, which is nice. Wasn't too long. We are closer to getting that chest. Backstab. And another 100 plus coupons and Major Scorcher. What is that? Yeah. So that's him. Okay. Good one to have, I'm sure. We'll do this one because that's another new enemy. Midnight Wolf. Okay. I think I'll blind all of you and then, you know, stab you until you are no more. Okay, now we'll see. So that's still enough to... Yeah, that's actually not a bad combo. Because we get that passive poison damage and it affects all of them, which isn't bad at all. Very nice. And more sweet, sweet coupons. Okay, so let's see what we have in this direction. Yeah, So this is signpost. Beware of Dirtyfoot. Who's that? Nice. Okay. Let's do this first. Coupons under a mushroom? Mine now. How did they even get them under the shroom? Ratmad, leave, you fools! Gorga Dirtyfoot, I'm thinking that maybe we shouldn't sell her anymore. You three. What do you want? We're here for the local girl. You can't have her. We're selling her off, unless you're buying. No. No, of course not. Right? Mariette Fradius. Gorga, please don't let them sell me. Magbum, you better not go soft on us, Dirtyfoot. Ratmad, we've had our doubts about you lately. Well... Need us to take care of this? No, I got it. Gorga Dirtyfoot, you too, Magbum. Impressive. Is that why they call you Dirtyfoot? Sneak kicks are my specialty. Can somebody please explain to me what's going on? Marietta Fradius, we're in love. We're leaving this place. We can be tougher. Tougher? Together. Didn't he kidnap you? I did. She's too wonderful to sell. I'm a changed man. Curious. This is very unusual. You're telling me. Well, we've done our part. Let's get back to Laricus. Tell him that I'll be fine. Whatever. I'd best catch up to her. And they're all gone. So that mission kind of solved itself, didn't it? It kind of did. Nice. Alright, back to town. Here we go. You've returned. Yeah, but you might not want to hear what we found. My sister's dead? Worse, she's in love with an ogre. In love with an ogre? It seems that the one who captured her seems to have fallen for her. She seems to have fallen for him back. What about the other two? We killed them. They still want to sell her. Your sister's suitor seems like he could reform. Job done. Where's our reward? Job done? My sister didn't come back safely. That's not what you asked us to do. You said to make sure she gets out safely. She's away from the ones who wished her harm and she's safe. Job done. I wouldn't make a big deal out of this. There's 5 of us and 1 of you. Very well. I'm not exactly happy with what's happened, but at least she's safe. There are certainly decent ogres around here. But her kidnapper? Here you go. And we have the achievement Sister's Keeper. 500 coupons. Excellent. We'll be on our way. So that was the end of part 14, and we have explored a new little village, and we have killed a lot of new enemy types, found some cool spells, and we delivered ahead. And in the next part we will continue with all of that and probably more. I hope that you had as good of a time as I had, and I will see you again in the future. Until then, have the greatest of times, and I will see you when I see you. Bye for now. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it or the channel at large, please feel free to click those like and subscribe buttons. Thank you.